Shade's Crazy Cash.
Okay, QBTS stock. This is the stock to buy along with the other ones. There are some other stocks such as IonQ and many other opportunities out there that are well worth your time if you have the patience and discipline. There's a lot of good quantum companies out there that are going to offer a lot of good opportunity, again, if you have the discipline and patience to hold. So I believe QBTS stock is one of those stocks. You can see here huge pumps every single time it comes down nice and cheap. It's always an opportunity for that next big run up. So let's zoom in here. We are going sideways. Not much is happening. This has been the pattern here with the stock market, with a lot of stocks, unless Trump or the administration or the government as a whole mentioned a specific sector, or they mentioned the actual name like Dell or MU or the many others that Trump has personally named. But other than that, other than named stocks by the government or any stakes that they take in drones or whatever sector, usually you're going to see a lot of stocks with this sideways action, maybe slowly trending to the upside. Take advantage. Take advantage, guys. This is where you buy the fucking dip and you hold and you get excited for these massive discounts. I've seen too many people get upset because everything doesn't go up. I don't understand. But the best traders are forged when things are ugly, when everything is tanking or just going sideways. You know, you don't want to be like Subluke. I remember Subluke was telling me, hey, everything goes up. I'm just going to keep buying because everything goes up. And then he realized, like, oh, wait, that's not how that works. Everything can go down for a long time, for months and months and months. So he learned the hard way and he became a better trader over time. You know, I had to beat the delusion out of him because he was so delusional. He kept telling me, just watch Shades. I'm going to make 100% return every day. You don't know what you're talking about. Just do watch. Everything just keeps going up. And yeah, blah, 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 you know, whatever. QBTS. Here are 10 things that you should keep an eye on for QBTS stock, right? This is not a theoretical kind of quantum company, right? This is not those shitty penny stocks that have the name quantum but they don't even have anything to do with quantum. This is a real competitor. This is right up there with IonQ. This is a commercial leader, right? This is not some garbage penny stock. I don't understand why people think quantum stocks are a scam. I guess they thought AI stocks were a scam, and look at AI stocks now. So you're still getting in early on these quantum stocks. It may not feel like it because they've ran from lows, but I mean, at some point, AI stocks were at dollars. At some point, they were under $1. And now they're at $10, $20, $30, $50, $100. So don't sleep on the quantum sector. Quantum is inevitable. The government did not take a stake in these for nothing, right? We need this stuff or China's going to get it or Russia or someone else. We can't let them win, so here we are, right? The analysts have very, very good price targets of $40 to $50. I think 50 is very doable. I have a price target of 50. And then from there, we would probably, I don't know, if it breaks 50, we go to 60, 75, and 100. That would be insane if we make that kind of move on the quantum sector as a whole, because that would imply that other quantums are pumping huge. But I believe 50 is very doable. And from current price, that is a 100%er. If you're holding for longer term, you can make more. Of course, that means you have to be prepared to hold for years if you want bigger return. The longer you hold, usually the more you're going to make. But in this case, if you're looking for the quick flip, about 50%, 100%, look for 40 to 50, right? That's what guys, this is what you got to love this. You got to love when you see your favorite stock get nice and discounted. That's where the real winning happens. When you buy nice and cheap, nobody wants it, and then you sell it to the suckers that chase. So, all right, that's all you got to keep in mind. That's all that matters. QBTS is the real deal. Ignore the noise. And if we have an explosive setup here. If we break $31, that is the top here. If we break this, whenever that may happen, when we break this, this is a big level, as you can see here. Just like SoundHound needs to break $10, just like BBI has to break 4.20. these are big levels that when we go above them, we make that next leg up to 37 to 40 and potentially a new high of 50. So that's an explosive setup to keep an eye on for the future. As of right now, though, I think just take advantage of the movement. It's a very volatile stock. I don't expect anything today, mainly because Kevin Warsh is going to be talking tomorrow, the new Fed speaker. So I really don't think, honestly, I don't expect much. I think it's going to be a very quiet, muted day, and tomorrow we will get the volatility. We will get all the beautiful, beautiful, sweet movement in the markets that's going to dictate where we head next. So there you go, guys. That's what's happening here, at least in the short term for this week. And don't forget that the government did take a stake in this stock. So, I mean, if anything, the government takes a stake in, at least you have that to save you from holding a big bag. I have yet to see a government stock fail. I mean, maybe there has been government stocks that are backed by the government that have gone to zero. But as far as I know, in the 6 years that I've been doing this, I have not seen a stock backed by the government or that has government contracts go to zero or like die with constant reverse splits. I haven't. So until I see one of those stocks go to zero, I'm going to continue to assume that we're just going to keep getting years and years of upside, or at the very least sideways action that we can take advantage of by buying low and selling high. Don't buy high hoping it goes higher. Buy low, sell high. If you're going to buy high hoping it goes higher, you got to have a stop loss. That way you don't hold the bag. It's a terrible strategy when you buy high. And hey, if it doesn't work out, I hold a big bag. Woo! Right? That's no bueno, guys. That's no good. That's no good. That's not that great of a strategy. So, man, it's hard to talk on camera because I know it's watching me. It's right there. And probably the government's like, you better say good things about us. Yes, Trump is number one. I take my hat off to him. He has been causing a lot of people to make a lot of money every time they announce some kind of stake in either drones, earth, metals, whatever. You name it. They'll name. I'm sure they're going to rinse and repeat that too. I'm sure this year later on they'll be like, hey, check out that other sector is going to be, the next big thing. And he'll give the orange thumbs up and it'll go. That's one way to make money in the market. Just follow the government. It works, guys. It literally works. But again, the explosive level to look out for is $31. In the meantime, I think it's a buy and accumulate and hold for the big price target of 50. And that is it for this video. There are not that many quantum stocks like this. IonQ is one of the other good ones. I don't know about RGTI and QBT and LAES and many other ones that are out there. A lot of them seem like they're just moving because they have the name quantum in them. But at least from my point of view, I think IonQ, QBTS, one of the best ones. Pick and choose whichever. Buy and hold. And that will be a moneymaker long term. And one more thing before I go, this is very important. Quantum as a whole, the sector as a whole just keeps going up over the long term. Let me show you the yearly time frame. Look at this. Every time we have a huge bear market for quantum, a red year, it's nothing more than opportunity for the next leg up on the yearly time frame. It just continues to go up, so it's really hard to lose on these. That's why I'm so focused on these sectors, because it's hard to lose when something just keeps going up. It just is. And with the government backing it, what is there to be afraid of? You buy the dip and it keeps dipping and you buy more. What else can you do, right? Everyone is in the same spot right now. Like, if the market tanks, it's not like there's somebody that's in the green holding long. Like, everyone starts going underwater when stocks tank really hard. So you're not alone. This ain't easy because of the psychological factor. But if you can handle that, you're just bored because it's like, oh, I'm just going to buy more, whatever. Because you've been there. You've been through it. And you've been through it all. And you know already, buy more. It goes up. You take profit. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. As long as you're not buying the very top, you will be fine. So, QBTS, buy, hold, 50 plus. See you in the next one.